Sahanavavatu Sahanau bhunaktu Sahaviryam karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namaste Sharade Devi Saraswati Mati Prade Vasatvam Mama Jivhagre Sarva Vidya Prada Bhava. Hari Om. One small request I want to make, as our Sushila Mami, my youngest student here, she always, greets me with her smiling face. Can you all switch on your videos if you are comfortable? Otherwise, I have a feeling I am talking to walls. Your walls and not you. Yeah, thank you, Rajeji. So if it is comfortable, I would like to see you, It's always for a speaker, it is always good to see how the audience responds. If at all there have to be some aha moments, wow moments, then the speaker would see your faces glow, and there should be some eye contact, right? So I would request all who join here to switch on your videos, because that motivates a speaker all the more. With this now, we'll go ahead and thank you all for doing some homework. I had given some homework last time, and I'm so happy that Raji Swamiji, Radha Pai and Vidya Gauri Baliga, they have really, written so many nice things. They have sent their handwritten notes also, and Shrikant sent it to me, Radha Pai and Raji Swami from Kuvalayananda, from Kavya Prakash and Vidya Gauri also, So thank you very much. This is, Nidarshana and Drishtanta I had given you to differentiate. There are many more alankaras, like there is Prativastu Upama, there is Upama, there is Deepaka Alankara. All are similar. In fact, in the Alankara Shastra, if you see, most of the Alankaras are based on resemblance, are based on Aupamya. So, Upamadharitaha Alankaraha. There are many. So, maybe one day we can have just, a devoted lecture by some expert in Alankara Shastra. I am not an expert in Alankara Shastra. So, it just came to my mind that, why can't I arrange one lecture, on Alankaras, especially based on Upama, because even Utpreksha is based on Aupamya, Rupaka is based on Aupamya, right? When there is Upamana Upameyayoho Abhedaha, it becomes Rupaka. And when it is Upamana is like, imagined to exist, the resemblance is imaginary, then it becomes Utpreksha. So everything is based on similarity, right? So I think we need a special expert on Alankara Shastra. Sometime I can think of that, okay? Now last time we came to this part that Malavika and Bakulavalika, they have been taken to the Samudra Griha, they have been released from that underground cellar where they were Nigadapadyav, Adrishta Surya Pade and all. And they are waiting for Agnimitra to come. Agnimitra is eagerly watching them from a window outside the Samudra Griha. And what he sees inside is Malavika is looking at his big portrait hung there perhaps, and she is jealous of Agnimitra. She is jealous of Iravati because Iravati is intently being looked upon by Agnimitra in the portrait, okay? And Bakulavalika, she just wants to mock at Malavika, And then she says, oh, Bhartuhu Vallabhaesha. Who is this? She is Iravati, Parshvagata Iravati. And then she says, Sakhi Bhartuhu Vallabhaesha. She is very favorite of King Agnimitra. Then this Mugdha, Kanya, Bala, Malavika, she takes it to really heart and she says, Tataha kimidanim atmanam ayasayishyami. Why should I torment then myself? Because she is already favorite. So there is no chance for me now to be his favorite. Iti sasuyam paravartate. She turns her face, with asuya, with jealousy. And then king doesn't lose an opportunity to describe Malavika's this particular bhrubhanga, her asuya. Because this jealousy is there only if there is love. If there is no love, there is no jealousy, right? I mean, though Shakespeare said woman, jealousy, thy name is woman, he said. But it is more so with the men if their beloved or wife or somebody is looked at intently with coveted eyes by some other man, they would be more jealous than a woman, right? But then, see, the basic principle is love. Love breeds jealousy. Bhrubhanga bhinna tilakam spuritadharoshtham sasuyamana namitah parivartayantya kanta paradha kupiteshvanaya vinetuhu sandarshiteva lalitabhinayasya shiksha. A beautiful verse in Vasanta Tilaka Vritta, Tabaja Jagaga, and nice Utpreksha also here. I was referring to Utpreksha, Rupaka, so many alankaras. So this is a nice Utpreksha here. Bhrubhanga bhinna tilakam. She has knitted her eyebrows. When she turns her face away with jealousy, her eyebrows get knitted, and therefore because of the knitting of the eyebrows, the tilaka which is in the middle of the forehead becomes little tilted. Okay? Bhrubhanga bhinna. It is like broken. The big tilaka, whether this mark or this mark, it gets little wrinkled because the knitting of the eyebrows. Bhrubhanga bhinna tilakam spurita adharoshtham. And her lower lip is throbbing with asuya and that anger and at the same time love for Agnimitra. Spurita adharoshtham sasuyamana namitaha. What is this? This is all parivartayantya kanta paradha kupiteshu anaya vinetuhu sandarshiteva lalita abhinayasya shiksha. She has turned her face away, knitting her eyebrows, and her lower lip is throbbing, and sasuyam, with jealousy, sasuyamana namitaha parivartayantya. So she has turned her face away, and it feels as if, what it feels? As if vinetuhu lalitabhinayasya shiksha sandarshita iva. As if she is exhibiting, she is manifesting shiksha, her training in lalita abhinaya, in charming, graceful enactment of what? Kanta paradha kupiteshu. If a person, if a bala is kupita, is angry at the misbehavior of her lover, kantasya aparadhaha, kanta aparadhaha, and kanta aparadhat kupita. So if she is angry because of the misbehavior or uncourteous behavior of her lover, she would naturally turn her face. So how to turn the face? And what should be the movement of the apanga? What should be the movement of your eyes? How you should throb your lips? As if, she has been trained to exhibit all that as a part of her training by Ganadasa. Vinetuhu, Vinetru is the shikshaka, the teacher. The word Vinaya, V plus Ni. Vinaya, normally we say, Vidya Vinayena Shobhate, etc. That Vinaya is humility, humbleness, right? but it is the secondary meaning. The first meaning is Visheshena Nayati plus Trich Pratyaya to that. So one who takes you specifically to a particular topic, the training, the expertise in that topic, that is Vinetru, that is a teacher. And therefore Vinaya is training, Vinaya is education, okay. Vinetuhu adravyalaghavam, etc. We have seen it in the first act of Malavikagnimitram as well, okay. So Vinetuhu lalitabhinayasya shiksha kasmin vishaye kanta parada kupita bala katham darshayet tasyaha kopam iti vishayam adhikritya ganadasena iyam bala shikshita manye iyam bala tam abhinayam eva idanim mam darshayati. As if she is exhibiting her knowledge, her expertise in the training given by her teacher Ganadasa. Okay, so that is what he says, Agnimitra says, but nonetheless he appreciates even a small movement, of Malavika pleases him. Where there is love, even a small thing also of the beloved will be so charming for the lover. Anunaya sajjaha idanim bhava. So Vidushaka is, raiding him. So now be ready. Any moment you can enter and make yourself available to her. He is still waiting for a right moment. Malavika says, Arya Gautamaha api atraiva sevate enam punaha sthanantarabhimukhi bhavitumichati. So it is not only that Iravati and Agnimitra, only two of them are portrayed. This is a family picture perhaps, right? And Agnimitra is portrayed there. He is looking at Iravati, but it is not only Iravati there. Arya Gautamaha api atra sevate enam. Oh, here I can see Gautama also, at his service. So she is little bit, now consoled. Initially she was very jealous because she thought what caught her eyes was Agnimitra and Iravati only, okay. But now she sees, there is Arya Gautama also serving him. Punaha sthanantarabhimukhi. So she sees a portrait from this angle, now again from this angle, sthanantara, okay. She changes her place, and if you love a person, you see that person from all the possible angles. When you take selfies from this angle, from here, right? You love yourself and you take so many selfies, right? Nowadays. So this is sthanantara. So she changes places and wants to, because this is the only time, because Agnimitra is not there in person. And this is the time when she can, without any hesitation, look at him. Punaha sthanantarabhimukhi bhavitumicchati bakulavalika malavikam drishtva ruddhva na khalu kupita idanim tvam. I hope you are not angry now anymore. Yadi chiram kupitameva mam manyase esha pratyaniyate kopaha. Do you feel that I can be angry for a long time because I love Agnimitra so much? How can I be angry with him for such a long time? Esha pratyaritaha pratyaniyate me kopaha. That is the moment when king feels it's the right time to enter there. Upetya, he goes near. He is watching both of these girls from outside. Now he comes in. Kupyasi kuvalanayane chitrarpita cheshtaya kime tanme nanu tava sakshad ayamaham ananya sadharano dasaha. O kuvalayanayane, kuvalaya indivara. O Indivaranayane, O Kamalakshi, okay, Indivaranayane, Chitrarpita Cheshtaya, Me Chitrarpita Cheshtaya, Kim Kupyasi. What is this? Kim etad Kupyasi me. And that too, looking at my picture. Oh, beautiful girl, why are you so angry with me, looking merely at my picture here? Here I am in front of you. Here, nanu, indeed, I am here in front of you. Ayam aham, this me, in body, mind and spirit. I am here with you. How am I? Tava ananya sadharano dasaha. I am your dasa. I am thy slave. Anya sadharana, not a slave. You can find many slaves, many praisers, many appreciators of you, but this particular slave is anya sadharana, not like any other normal slave. So I am your unique, one and the only person who is there to serve you at any cost. This is a king talking, okay? Kalidasa Shiva also talks in similar words to Parvati. In Kumarasambhava, so in the, when there is a Parvati Batu Samvada and all that, after that, when Parvati says that she can't take any more the abuses done by the Batu on Shiva, she wants to go away from the place. Ito gamishyam yathaveti vadini chachala bala stanavinna valkala. Marga chala kuliteva sindhu, marga chala vyatikara kuliteva sindhu, shailadhiraja tanaya na yayau natastho. That's a beautiful picture. And that time, tam chakritasmitaha, smilingly, Shiva appeared in front of her in his original form. And Samalalambe Vrisharajaketanaha, he just held her hand, and then what did he say? Adya prabhritya vanatangi tavasmidasaha. From today onwards, O Avanatangi, O beautiful girl who has bent her forefront with bashfulness, Avanatam Angam Yaya Kasmat Lajjaya. So Avanatangi Tavasmidasaha. So nowadays when you see the pictures, like the boy holding the hand for the engagement, will you please marry me? He is seated on his knees and the girl is standing and holding. This is way back in Kalidasa's era. Kalidasa has portrayed this picture. Shiva, the Yogi Raja Shiva, saying Adya Prabhrati Avanatangi Tavasmidasaha. So no wonder that the mortal people, mortal heroes like Agnimitra, they would commit themselves at the service of their beloveds as dasa, and not that too, not any sadharana dasa, ananya sadharanaha dasaha. So this is a luptopama here, kuvalaya nayane, kuvalaya patre iva, nayane yasyaha sa, okay? Bakulavalika, Jayatu Bharta, now the usual way of greeting each other. But then Malavika thinks, oh, so long, there was no Agnimitra here. Aho, katham chitragataha bharta maya asuyitaha. So I was jealous of Bharta, my husband, who is drawn in a picture. Chitragataha bharta maya asuyitaha. Asuyitaha is a namadhatu. Asuya is a nama, right? It's a noun. So it's a denominative verb. Asuyitaha. Okay? Now there is a request for others to open up your videos so that I can see you all. Those who join late, you can switch on your videos so that I can see you. Katham chitragato bharta maya asuyitaha. So this is a denominative, and of the denominative verb, this is a nishtharupa, asuyitaha. Okay? Katham maya chitragataha bharta asuyitaha iti savrida vadananjalim karoti. So she savrida vadana, her face, she is so shy. She's shy of herself. Oh, what fool I am. I was jealous of the person whom I am looking at a picture. He is not there in present. And therefore Savrida Vadana and Anjalim Karoti, she folds hands because she wants to greet Agnimitra. It could be Savrida Vadanaya Anjalim Karoti, with that face she does the Anjali, or she could be Anjalina Vadanam Guhati. All these actions, I mean, this rests with the director of the play, how he would tell Malavika to react on this. It could be like, oh, what is this? Such a fool girl I am that I was jealous of the picture all this while. Because it's a life-size portrait perhaps. This is a Samudra Griha, this is a lake palace we have seen, and this is a king's palace. So maybe there are life-size portraits of the king and his family hung on the walls. Okay. So, Savrida Vadana Anjalim Karoti, Raja Madana Katariyam Rupayati. Now, this is not the first time for the king that he is already married. He has a son, he has a daughter, but when he sees Malavika, he doesn't believe himself, his own fate. Oh, Malavika is there in person in front of me. And therefore, he just doesn't go and hastily embrace her, give her a tight hug. Not like that. There has to be some charm. In everything which Kalidasa delineates, there is no, immediate action. He comes there, enters and hugs her. Oh, the charm is lost then, right? So, there has to be some charm, some autsukya being built up step by step. So, Raja Madana Kataryam Rupayati, he is still passive, he doesn't make any advancement towards Malavika. Then Vidushaka mocks at him, Kim Bhavan Udasinaiva, why are you so passive? Why don't you go ahead and encourage Malavika? Why are you so passive? Avishwasaniyat tava sakhyaha tava. I don't really have faith in your friend, that is Malavika. Why he doesn't trust Malavika? Why he distrusts her so much? There comes a very beautiful verse later on. Atra bhavatyam ayam tava avishwasaha. Oh, don't you have any trust in this Malavika? Then the king says, Shruyatam, and there is a beautiful verse, very nice verse. This is a Harini Vritta, very typically used here. Only once or twice Kalidasa has used this Vritta. Nasama Rasalaga, these are the ganas for this. Pathi nayanayo sthitva swapne tiro bhavati kshanat sarati sahasa bhavor madhyam gatapi sakhitava manasi jarucha klishtasya evam samagama mayaya kathamiva sakhe vishraddham syad imam pratime manaha. The last line is a question asked by him. He Sakhe, Katham imam prati me manaha vishrabdham syat. How will my mind, O my friend, be assured as far as your friend is concerned? He Sakhe, imam prati, regarding her, me manaha, katham vishrabdham syat. How will my mind gain any confidence, any assurance? Why? To get assurance, to get confidence, the preceding things should be encouraging enough and motivating enough. But so far, whatever I have seen of her in Swapna, the first line gives you Swapna, she has always escaped me. She has always ran away from me. So how will I trust her now? That she won't run away from me here and then my attempt will be in vain, right? Pathi nayanayoho sthitva swapne. Some text, they have sthitva. 2 times there is sthitva. Okay? But then you have to decide whether Sthitva swapne is a better pathabheda or sthitva is better pathabheda. I will explain both. Nayanayoho pathi sthitva. Standing in front of my eyes again and again, time and again. Okay, time and again she has appeared in front of me. In the third act he has seen her once or twice. The first time he saw her in the picture in the first act. So pathi nayanayoho, in the purview of my eyes. Nayanayoho pathi. Pathin is path in English. Both, derived from Sanskrit only. Path is derived from pathin, right? Path. So she is in the path of my eyes, in the purview of my eyes, but kshanat tiro bhavati. In a moment she disappears. Tiro bhavati. She hides herself. So luka chupi khel rahi hai. She is as if playing hide and seek with me. She comes, she is in front of my eyes, and she immediately disappears in a second, in a minute. Kshanat tiro bhavati. Sthitva. Coming in front of my eyes again and again, she disappears. Or in swapne. She comes before my eyes in my dreams, and then she disappears in a moment. Sarati sahasa bahoho madhye gatapi sakhi tava. Even if I try to embrace her, bahoho madhya gata api. Though she is clutched in my arms, yet she slips underneath my arms. Sarati sahasa. Achanaka. Sahasa, achanaka. Okay, ekaeki. So suddenly, without giving me any indication, though I am hugging her, she slips from my arms, from my under my arms. Tava sakhi. Okay. Manasi jaruja klishtasya evam samagama mayaya. So my mind, which is klishtasya me manaha. How is my mind? Klishtasya me manaha. Klishta, tormented, tortured, dejected. Dejected by what? Manasija ruja. Ruj is a wound. Ruj is something, which is anything harms you something, then that is ruj. And therefore, ruj is the word, the word roga. Roga is what? Roga is illness. And niroga is free from illness. What is the original word? Ruj. Ruj is ailment or unhappiness or wound. Zakham. Ruj. Rija. So manasija ruja. So this is the wound caused by manasija. Manasi jayate iti. Manasijaha nama kamaha. Madanaha. Manasija is love. And why he is born of mind and he is Ananga? Because Shiva burnt him to ashes. Right? Shiva burnt him to ashes, and therefore he stays only in our mind without having any body. And that's why he is Ananga. Okay? So Manasija ruja. And what is the klesha for? What is the klishtatva? Samagama mayaya. Every time I feel I am getting united with her, every time I feel that she is in my arms, she just slips away. Every time I see her, she just disappears in a moment. So whenever I think of getting her in front of me or in my arms, the scene just gets wiped out in a moment, and that is the klesha for me. So how will my mind get any assurance that she will not slip from my arms now? And therefore I am a little bit apprehensive. Now here sthitva or sthitva swapne, that is the choice we have to do. And I feel swapne sthitva is a better choice because the next sentence of Malavika refers to swapna. And so long they haven't met so intimately that they could they could be in each other's embrace. I mean, third act, they just met, but Iravati pounced there, and then it was all like he fell prostrate at her feet, and Bakulavalika and Malavika went away. So there was no chance, no opportunity for the king to meet her or to have her in union, in Ekanta, at least meet her. So it is Swapne, and Swapne only, she appears in a moment, in the next moment she goes away, this is like all Swapna. And then Bakulavalika says, Sakhi, Bahushaha kila bharta vipralabdhaha idanim tavad atma vishwasaniyaha kriyatam. Bakulavalika is a real Kamaduti, a perfect love messenger, and she, induces Malavika that you have deceived Bharta number of times, like this, though in Swapna. So now this is an opportunity. So you just assure him how much you love him. Then Malavika says, Sakhi, mama punaha mandabhagayaha swapna samagamaha api bhartuhu durlabhaha asit. At least my Bharta saw me in dreams, in Swapna, but Mandabhaga, unfortunate that I am, I did not even get him even in my dreams. The suggestion here is that to get or to see someone in dreams, you need a little bit sleep, right? It's only when you sleep you can dream. So king is fortunate in a way that he could sleep at least for a while and wherein he could have my dreams. But such is my misfortune that I can't even wink my eyes and Nidra Devi root ke chali gayi hai. I can't even sleep for a moment. So in sleep also I can't even have that union with my lover. So my misfortune is greater than his misfortune. At least he sees me. But here I am. I don't even see him in my dreams. That means I can't sleep at all. I am reminded of Meghaduta, when the Yaksha tells the cloud to go to Alaka city, in the Uttara Megha it comes, and he has given all the itinerary for the cloud, right? And then when you go there, what my wife will be doing, he just paints a very beautiful word picture in front of the cloud. She will be doing the Veena Vadana perhaps, Madgotrankam Padam Virachitam, etc. But whenever she has my name in that pada, she will remember me and the tears will start trickling down her ears and the strings will get wet, and therefore, Tantrim Ardram Muhur Muhuhu Sarayantim. She will have to wipe the strings, otherwise there won't be any jhankara. So that is one activity. Or she will be doing Dehali Datta Pushpaihi. She will be counting the days. How many days are remaining for my Lord to come back? Dehali Datta Pushpaihi, that is the activity. Or she would be, talking to the Maina, the Sarika in the household. Kachit bhartuhu smarasi rasike, tvam hitasya priyeti. Do you remember? Kachit bhartuhu smarasi rasike. Or if at all she is not doing any of these things, oh my dear friend cloud, if she is sleeping for a while, don't disturb her. That is the only time. Kathanchit nidra labdha syat. Kathanchit. Normally she won't even sleep in my separation. But if at all you see her sleeping, then yama matram sahasva. Just wait only for 3 hours. If at all she sleeps, she won't sleep more than 3 hours. She won't sleep more than 3 hours. Women sleeping for more than 6 and 8 and 9 hours are called Hastini. She is a Padmini type of heroine, Tanvi Shyama, Shikhari Dashana and all that. Beautiful description. So there are types of heroines, So, Labdhanidra Sukham Syat. Maybe, and in that dream, in her sleep, she would be seeing me. And therefore, you don't be so cruel to separate her from my embrace, at least in the dream. Right? So careful about Yakshapatni, So this is the typical of the Sanskrit Sahitya. So Malavika says, I am so unfortunate. Mama punaha mandabhagyayaha swapna samagamaha api bhartuhu durlabhaha asid. He is fortunate enough to have sleep and at least see me in the sleep, but I don't have that fortune. Bharta kathayatu asyaha uttaram. Now Bakulavalika gathers some courage to speak for her friend and asks Agnimitra, now assure her. Then Raja says, Uttarena kim atma eva panchabana sakshikam tava sakhye maya dattaha na sevyaha sevitaraha. Beautiful. Only 2 lines, very small verse, but very, very beautiful verse. He says, what to give an answer? Bakulavalika is asking for an answer from the king. He says, Kim uttarena, I have given myself to your friend. And who is the witness for that? When there are marriage ceremonies happening, there is Vannihi Kriya Sakshi. Agni is the Sakshi. And therefore, Agni Sakshikam Vivaha Karma. That's why there is Parinaya, going around the Agni, because Agni is the Sakshi. He is the witness. So there has to be some witness, right? So I give myself to your friend. And who is the Sakshi for that? Panchabana Agni Sakshikam. Panchabana Agni. Agni in the form of Panchabana, that is Madana. Panchabana is Madana because Madana is supposedly, he has the Kusuma Dhanu and Pushpa Dhanva and Pushpa Sharaha, Aravindam Ashokam cha Chutam cha Navamallika and Indivaram, right? So Panchaite Panchabanasya Sayakaha. So these are the 5 flowers, Aravinda, Ashoka, Chuta, that is mango blossom, Mallika and Indivara. So these are the 5 arrows of Panchabana. So Panchabana himself is the Agni. In fact, he is the Agni. He has been burning both she and me, both her and me, right? He is the Agni. We are being burnt through him, the Viraha Tapa and all that. So Uttarena kim Atma eva Panchabana Agni Sakshikam Maya Dattaha Kasyai Tava Sakhyai. O Bakulavalike, I have given myself, the entire myself, to her, and not as a savior, not to be served upon by her, but Rahaha in Ekanta Sevita, like her servant. And that goes exactly with this, Tava Ananya Sadharanoyam Dasaha. I am your Dasa. I am your Sevaka. I am your Sevaka, I am your Dasa, and that Seva I will do Rahaha. So this is the decorum. This is not that in front of everybody the king would, do her Pada Samvahana, Uru Samvahana and all that. He will do it in Rahaha, in Ekanta, when they both are alone, not in front of everybody. That is the decorum followed by all the Sanskrit dramatists. Okay? Tava Sakhyai Maya Datto na Sevyaha, not being served by her, not as a Swami, but as her Dasa. So I treat her as Swamini, Grihaswamini. So this in a way indirectly also gives the feeling or the concept of, how men treated their women. It's not only in the romance part of that they are treating them as Swaminis, but even otherwise they give them full respect. We have seen King Agnimitra always greeting Queen Dharini as Devi every time, And Iravati also, he didn't deliberately humiliate her any time, didn't deliberately neglect her any time. In fact, whenever it was his aparadha, he did not hesitate to ask forgiveness by falling prostrate at her feet. Okay? So that is, he doesn't carry that air of being a king, all the time. When he is with his queens, he is just a simple husband or a simple lover, not a king anymore. Anugrihite swaha. So both of them, Bakulavalika answers on both of them. Then now this is the time that the hero and the heroine, they should be given their own privacy, right? So what is the role of Vidushaka and Bakulavalika there? They can't hang around there. They have to escape. They have to go away from there. Parikramya sasambramam Vidushaka says, Bakulavalike esha bala ashoka vrikshasya pallavani langhayati harinaha ehi nivarayavaha enam. Here is a deer, he is going to transgress or eating the bala ashoka vrikshasya pallavani. So let us ward him off. Under some pretext they want to make an exit so that the hero and the heroine are given their own space, their own privacy. In the Shakuntala also, it is the same Priyambada and Anasuya in the third act of Abhijnana Shakuntalam. Priyambada says this is Mrigapotaka, it is searching for its mother. Ehi sanyojayavaha enam. So let us go and make them, the mother and the child meet, Ehi nivarayavahenam tatha iti prasthita raja vayasya evam eva asmin rakshanakshane avahitena tvaya bhavitavyam. Because if you remember in the beginning of the fourth act, the king for a change has noticed Chandrika, one of the maid servants of Iravati, somewhere there, Pushpavachaya hasta. If you remember, Chandrika he had seen. And therefore he tells Vidushaka, be very cautious because you have to be asmin rakshanakshane. This is the moment when we should be protected by you, and therefore avahitena tvaya bhavitavyam, you have to be very alert and cautious. Evam api Gautamaha sandishyate. Do you need to tell me that? I am always, always careful about you. I am very cautious and this. We'll see how cautious he is. Okay? But then, do you need to tell me all that? I know what to do. Bakulavalika parikramya Arya Gautama aham aprakashe tishtami tvam dwara rakshako bhava. So both of them, they divide their duties. You be at the door, tvam dwara rakshako bhava, and I will hide myself in the dark corner so that nobody sees me. So from behind I will protect, from front you will protect and suggest, indicate if anybody is coming, right? Tvam dwara rakshaka bhava. If both of them, see, the situation is, esha bala shokam vrikshasya pallavani langhayati harinaha. If both of them were to go after the harina, the whatever is going to happen in the next few moments wouldn't have happened. So both have to be separated, Bakulavalika and Gautama. So Gautama she places at the front door and she hides behind a pillar or something in a dark corner, aprakashe, where there is no prakasha. Yujjate, Nishkranta Bakulavalika, Vidushaka says, now he has gone out. This is a Samudra Griha, okay, the lake palace, surrounded by water all over. And it is all marble flooring, vitrified tiles like today, okay, all good tiles, marble tiles and all that. Idam tav sphatikasthalam ashrito bhavami. Near the door, I will sit here on that sphatikashila, okay, on the sphatika, the tile. Tatha kritva, aho sukhasparshata shila visheshasya. How nice, how cool the touch is. How sukhasparshata, how nice feeling, so cool. Ek to pani hai, charo or, right? And that marble, that gets cold, right? So, sukhasparshata shila visheshasya iti nidrayate. He just sleeps and starts snoring. Now he has promised the king, evamapi sandishyate Gautamaha, that I have to be avahita and see his avadana. He goes to sleep. Like asuyitaha, nidrayate is again a denominative, a namadhatu. From nidra, the nama nidrayate. Malavika sasadhvasam tishtati. Now this is the private space for the Nayaka and the Nayika. Sasadhvasam, with little nervousness and apprehension, She can't take any lead position. She is a Bala, she is a Mugdha. So she is standing there trembling, nervous. Raja, Visruja Sundari Sangama Sadhvasam Tava Chirat Prabhriti Pranayonmukhe Parigrahana Gate Sahakaratam Tvam Atimukta Lata Charitam Mai. Then the king starts to, it is not that again, hastily, dhasmusale panani in Marathi, what we call, it is not that hastily he will hug her and, in tight embrace and all that. Nothing of the sort. Such things don't happen on the stage in Sanskrit dramas, okay? So, Visruja Sundari Sangama Sadhvasam. The nervousness in the union, in the meeting, hey Sundari, Visruja. Don't be so nervous. So he tries to console her, make her ashvasta, right? Visruja Sundari Sangama Sadhvasam Tava Chirat Prabhriti Pranayonmukhe. Now you always had that desire. You always had that desire to get united with me, to be with me, right? But now, all of a sudden, you got so nervous. So don't be so nervous. I am here. Your long coveted lover is in front of you. Parigrahana, what you should accept now? Parigrahana gate sahakaratam tvam atimukta lata charitam mai. Mai sahakaratam gate tvam atimukta lata charitam parigrahana. When I have turned to be a sahakara, sahakara is a mango tree. Sahakara is another name for mango tree by sahakarayati iti sahakaraha. One who causes meeting of the lovers is sahakara. Okay? Sahakarayati. Preminau. You can add. So, Mayi Sahakaratam Gate, when I am standing here as a Sahakara tree, as a mango tree, you please be, you please accept the behavior, the position of Ati Mukta Lata. Ati Mukta Lata. Ati Mukta Lata, Lata is a creeper. Ati Mukta, Atikranta Mauktikan iti Ati Mukta. That which surpasses even the pearls. In what? In what? In whiteness. So, Mukta is white, the pearls are white, but the flowers of Atimukta creeper are whiter than pearls. And therefore, Atikranta Mauktikan Dhavalya Vishaye or Dhavalye, that is Atimukta Lata. Atimukta Lata is, because it's a creeper, it will need some support. That goes without saying. Okay. So that support is normally, this is a type of mogra, Vel mogra Marathi madhe mantat. Vel mogra, right? I mean, it's a creeper, not a shrub of mogra, jasmine, but this is a creeper. There are hundreds of varieties of mogra, like chameli is there, like Saili, Zai, Zui is there. They are all white in color, right? Kunti is there, Kunti flowers. So many types. These are all mulla varieties, mogra varieties, jasmine varieties. So they are all creepers, not shrubs like the ordinary mogra, right? These are various types of creepers. So they would coil around the tree for support. So you be the lata and I am the tree. So you just coil around me and leave aside all that nervousness. Come near me. That is the plain thing, right? But plain thing में लिखेंगे तो that can't be called a poetry. Come, embrace me, hug me. Nothing of the sort. So, Visruja Sundari Sangama Sadvasam, Tava Chirat Prabhriti Pranayonmukhe, you always wanted to be with me and you coveted me for a long time, and now I am standing here in person to serve you and to give you support. So, please be the creeper which coils around the mango tree, and you just come near me and embrace me. That is what he wants to say. So there are so many alankaras here. This is another example of nidarshana. We were talking about nidarshana and drishtanta. This is a nidarshana alankara. Then the takara being, alliterated in the last line, in the third and the fourth line. Takara, anuprasa is there. There is paryayokti, paryayena ukti. So not directly telling her, paryayokti, vakrokti, these are, ukti. Ukti is vachana, articulation, speech. Paryayena uktatvat paryayokti. So like, leki bole sune lage. In Marathi there is a proverb, leki bole sune lage. When a mother-in-law wants to, criticize or tell something to her daughter-in-law, she would call her daughter and scold her. What is this you are doing like this? That is meant for the daughter-in-law, not the daughter. Leki bole sune lage. Sun is daughter-in-law and lek is mulgi. Okay, kanya. So this is paryayokti. So this is atimuktalata and sahakara is paryayana uktatvat. I am here. Why don't you come? And without any fear, without any hesitation, come near me and embrace me. Then Malavika says, Devyaha bhayena atmanaha priyam kartum na parayami. Howsoever I wish to come near you, I am always, at the back of my mind, what will Queen Dharini think? What will Queen Dharini think? So, Devyaha bhayena atmanaha priyam. Though I want to do it, I wish I could do it, but I can't because Devyaha bhayam. Raja says, Aina bhetavyam. And see Malavika's sarcastic, taunting remark there. All ladies are like that. Okay. So she says, Sopalambham, with sarcasm, with taunting. Yo na bibheti samaya bhattini darshane drishta samarthyo bharta. You are telling me not to be afraid, but I have seen yourself being afraid when Iravati was here. In the third act, when Iravati came all of a sudden, and how you got frightened, and now you are telling me, no betavyam. So she is just reminding, she takes that much liberty now. See, the privacy, it is not only for hugging and physical intimacy. It is also for opening up, and trying to overcome your inhibitions, if any, and trying to overcome, whatever constraints you have in talking to your lover in ekanta. So all that, there has to be some sort of freedom of expression first, and then freedom for your physical intimacy, is it not? So that is what that advantage is taken. So this type of privacy is needed, not just for physically embracing each other, but to talk, heartfelt talk to each other, heartfelt things to each other. Yo na bibheti samaya bhattini darshane drishta samarthyo bharta. So, drishta samarthyo bharta, there is some patha bheda also for that, I feel. Drishta samarthyaha, drishta samavasthaha bharta. Drishta samavasthaha. Drishta samarthyaha is one. So, what is your strength I have seen of not being afraid of? So, that becomes real sarcastic, right? But drishta samavasthaha, you were in the same situation as I am now. I am little apprehensive. Though you are here, I can't do anything. And you were also little apprehensive. You were in the same condition as I am now when Iravati came in the last act. Samavasthaha. So that reduces the graveness of that taunting. Because we can't expect Malavika to taunt him upfront like this in the first ever private meeting, right? So that reduces to a certain extent that seriousness of that sarcasm. Okay, samavastha. So it's a Pathaveda, up to you what to take. But then Sopalambam, the stage direction, does nonetheless give you the Upalamba, that is the sarcastic remark. Okay, so tauntingly she says. So she could mean that really Drishta Samarthya or Drishta Samavastha, whatever. Then Raja says, Dakshinyam nama bimboshti baimbikanam kulavratam tanme dirghakshi ye pranaha te tvadasha nibandhanaha. Then he says, no, for that, that Iravati's thing, that is nothing of the real, what you can say, fear and all that. That was more of my courteousness. That was more of Stri Dakshinya. Dakshinyam nama bimboshti. Oh bimboshti. Bimbafala is the tendufala, tonli, tindora. And if it is too ripe, you can't cut it, it is reddish in color. That reddish is different from the redness of blood, redness of a japakusuma. It is like pinkish red. You bring a overripe tindora and try to cut it, it can't be cut very easily. And see the color inside, that is the color of Oshtha. That is the Rangashalaka. That color lipstick you should have. If you don't really carry that tinge, that color, then, so that is the color. See the sense, the aesthetics of all these things. The Rangashalaka or the lipstick has to be of that color. Can anybody, Lakme or I know only one company, I don't use lipsticks, but then I know only one company, Lakme. There are many more who give you shades of red color. Has anyone ever created a shade matching exactly to the Bimboshta? The Bimbafalasya Raktatva. So Bimboshti, one who has naturally, so that is the sign of healthiness. That pinkish redness, that pinkish red color of lips, the pinkish red color of nails. Banabhatta, in Kadambari, he will describe the nails to any extent. And the rays coming from the nails. Banabhatta is superb, he is like hyperbolic expressions. So, hey Bimboshti, in general, beautiful girl. But to be exactly one who has red lips, okay? Bimboshti, Dakshinyam nama Baimbikanam Kulavratam. This is our family vow, Kulavratam. What is the family vow? Dakshinya, courteousness is our Kulavrata. And what is so special about me, my Kula? It is Baimbikanam Kulavratam. Baimbika, it is said there are 2-3 meanings for that. One meaning in Apte's dictionary, if you find, Baimbika is a gallant lover, a passionate lover. Okay, so Baimbikanam Kulavratam, so this is the Kulavrata of all passionate lovers, that they will be very courteous to their other wives. Even though they love secretly somebody else, apparently they will be, outwardly they will be very courteous. And Baimbika, this is a Tadhita from Bimbaka. Bimbaka might have been one of the ancestors perhaps of Agnimitra, the Shunga dynasty. Agnimitra's father is Pushyamitra or Pushpamitra, we know it for certain, because there is a reference to him even in Patanjali's Mahabhashya, the Shunga dynasty. And here also in the 4th, 5th act we are having his reference in the 5th act, Pushyamitra. So maybe earlier than that, there was somebody called Bimbaka, and therefore Baimbika, one who are born in the families of Bimbaka are Baimbika, okay. So that could be one interpretation, or Baimbika is just gallant lovers. Some have, removed the word Baimbika altogether and they replace it by Nayakanam Kulavratam. Dakshinyam Nama Bimboshti Nayakanam Kulavratam. For all the heroes, it is the Kulavrata of the heroes that they have to be courteous. So, there are 3 interpretations, Baimbika 2 interpretations, or Pathabheda you take Nayaka, then it becomes so very clear. What is that? That Dakshinya, we have to be courteous. And Tanme Dirghakshiye Pranaha Tetvadasha Nibandhanaha. So, to Iravati, whatever I was like, I felt that I am very nervous and I am not very comfortable and I was frightened. That was out of courteousness, out of my courtesy to her. It has got nothing to do or transgressing your power, because all my pranas are resting with you now. Tanme pranaha he dirghakshi. In the first line, bimboshti. In the second line, another adjective, dirghakshi. Ayatalochana, we have seen. Ayatalocanani na samagrapatini vilochanani. Last time we saw. So, tvad asha nibandhanaha. My life rests on you now. So, you have to accept me, you have to come near me. Tad anugrihatam chira anuraktaha ayam janaha. So, please favor me, I who am greatly in love with you. Chiram anuraktaha ayam janaha. Iti sanshlesham abhinayati. He acts as if he is embracing her. Malavika natyena pariharati. She escapes the embrace. So here we stop, and Kalidasa also stops here. So let us also stop here. There is no embrace. So those who are very eager to see, oh, what happens next, they will be disappointed at this. This is no porn film, no pornography here, right? So nothing is shown on the stage distinctly. It's all suggestive. Today, by any chance you are free, it is Sunday, on Indica platform, Science and Arts of Sutra Literature, Science and Art of Sutra Literature, the seminar is going on. I joined it in the morning, then came for the lecture. I have my talk on Brahma Sutras at 12 o'clock, 12:15. So, you can register and you can join if you are free. Otherwise, it will be there on YouTube sometime later. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.